Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Friday Sews, August 20th, 2021, and I'm just going to start this video off by telling you what I am wearing. It is actually a Minerva make from the Minerva Ambassador program, so in exchange for me making something and writing a blog post about it, I get this fabric for free, and I really do like Minerva fabric. I actually bought some that I'm going to share with you, and yeah, so I'm wearing a Jean Caldor crepe fabric, and I used, I think it's McCall's 7992. Second time I've made this. I really like this fabric. I really like this print. In fact, I ended up buying another meter because I want to make a little shell to wear under jackets for work. So, yep, that's what I'm wearing. Yeah, so I have 4 pieces of fabric to show you. And I have a book, another fit book, because why do I need another fit book when I just have tons of fit books? I should probably do a video on all of my fit books, and somehow I still struggle. It's probably too much information and I get confused, but my body is a little bit, I call it wonky, but let's just call me unique. I have lots of things going on my back that make it a bit problematic to get a good fit when I'm working alone. So anyway, I also have a Simply Sewing magazine, and this is actually a UK publication. And at each issue comes with 3 patterns. So I'm going to show you those. We're going to flip through this as well, so you can get an idea of what it looks like if you've never seen a Simply Sewing magazine. And there were some pattern sales going on, so I bought 4 new patterns, and I will share those with you. But if you want some information on Simply Sewing, let me go ahead and let me just look it up real quick. Okay, so for this, what I did, they were having a summer sale at buysubscriptions.com, and for only $9.95, you get 3 issues shipped to you from the UK. So that is really fantastic, and because 13 issues is $75, you can get 3 issues for $10. I'm going to link it below, and you can check it out, and you might want to pick up 3 issues or maybe do a whole year. So there's that. Okay, so let's start with the fabric. Let's move on to the fabric that I bought, and we're going to go with the Stone Mountain and Daughter. My computer here that I'm looking it up. So this, you've probably seen this before if you follow Melanated, because a Melanated fabric was originally selling this. Well, I don't know about originally, but they were selling it, and it's a large print, and I love it. I love the colors. They're very kind of autumny colors, and you've got this nice seafoam green, but the print is large. I typically don't buy large print fabrics, but I love this. This is it's called Rayon Poplin Dolly Jungle Black. I bought it from Stone Mountain and Daughter because by the time I decided to buy it from Melanated, it was sold out, but I love Stone Mountain and Daughter. They have a brick and mortar store up in Berkeley, California as well, but their online store is amazing. So this was $15 a yard. I bought 3.5 yards, and shipping was $7.50. So this, I'm still trying to find the perfect sort of dress. I want like that sort of 70s peasant dress sort of vibe with like the bishop sleeves. I think I need to have a larger sleeve. I think it's going to showcase this print nicely. The dress won't be long. It'll be about knee length. I think, I could run the risk of actually being swallowed by the pattern, by this pattern, the printed pattern, which I don't want. So I really have to strike a good balance with that. So I'm still searching for the right dress pattern, and I have a couple of 3 pairs of shoes or something that I'm thinking of pairing with this particular fabric. I just don't know what the dress is going to be yet. Do you ever do that? Do you ever just pair fabric with shoes and not exactly know what you're making yet? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on to my Minerva order. So let's start. I don't think I really need to share this with you. This is what I'm wearing I got a meter of this, and that cost me, so this is British pounds prices, so you'll have to do the conversion. This was £14 for 1 meter. And then, okay, I think a lot of you are not gonna like this. I don't know, because this is very 80s, and I like the 80s. Those were a good time for me. I grew up in the 80s. So this is, sorry for the dog barking in the background, but I don't know, I just really like this fabric. And it's a Lady McElroy, please someone correct me. It's a lawn, this is a cotton lawn, and it is $16 a meter. I bought 2 meters. So I think my idea was to do some sort of blouse, maybe a little dress if I can get it, have enough, depending on the pattern. And then the last piece of fabric I got is another Lady McElroy. I wish I knew if I was saying that right. Oh, okay. Sometimes I feel like such a dork. Check this out. It is so pretty. It's another cotton lawn, and it is also $16 a pound, and I bought 3 meters of that. I finally bought 2, so this will probably likely be a dress, because if I bought 3 meters, then it's going to be a dress. So yeah, I spent like over $100 US. I like Minerva because even though they are located in the UK, shipping is only £5, which, you know, translates well under $10. And it still gets here in about a week. So, you know what? This came inside. They have some really, really great fabrics. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an ambassador. I mean, I'm an ambassador because I love their stuff. So, yeah, check them out. Super great stuff. So, okay, oh, you guys. This is a shirt. This is a Grim Reaper, yes, but he has a seam ripper. The idea came to me when I was, well, seam ripping something, and it took me a long, long time. And I created this design. I've had this design for a while. I got this printed up on Zazzle. So yeah, this is sewing related, right? So this is my little t-shirt. I do sell the stickers on Redbubble, and I think I'm going to post this shirt for sale too. If anyone wants to buy a shirt with this design, you know, feel free, but I thought I would share it with you. I don't know, it's just kind of a whimsical, silly design. So, and before I forget, I almost forgot, I did actually sew something. I was working last weekend on fit for a dress, and I just didn't get anywhere. I became so frustrated. But I did make a little t-shirt out of some cotton spandex from a free pattern by the Do It Better Yourself Club. It's called the Anything But Basic t-shirt. So this it is a basic t-shirt pattern. It's free, and it comes in kids, women's, and men's. And I made this little koala shirt for my friend's son, and I just think it came out cute. The little gold yellow neckband is double brush poly, and again, the shirt fabric is cotton spandex that I got at Joann. So that was just a fun, easy, quick make. Sometimes when you get frustrated with sewing other projects, like the fit isn't right or there's something not right, sometimes you just need to take a step back and do something super easy and quick to kind of lift your spirits. So, okay, let's go over to the table and look at my patterns, my magazine, and the new book that I got. So let's start with the patterns I bought. The first one is Simplicity 9325, and it is obviously a dress pattern. It has this cool like little center front paneling. It's got this kind of waistband built in, and you've got a couple of, maybe 3 different lengths. That might be, I don't know if it's quite maxi, then you've got a mid-length and a shorter length here. You can have sleeveless, a flutter sleeve, and if you look closely, it's got these teeny tiny little gathers. And then there's some gathering here at the bust line where it meets that waistband piece. So for this one, you'd want to use lighter weight fabrics like chambray or crepes or georgette or rayons. So that's Simplicity 9325. Then we have Simplicity 8551, and this is a tunic. Maybe you can wear it as a dress. It looks like she is. So this is a very sort of like kind of peasant top, and you've got some pleating in one of the versions. You've got the sort of V neckline here, and I've got this flowy longer sleeve or a long sleeve with little elastic gathers here at the wrist. Not quite full like a bishop sleeve, but it's still super cute, and you could easily hack your pattern piece to create more fullness in this sleeve if you wanted it more like bishop-like, but you know, bigger. So this is really cute. You can use fabrics like batik, chambray, lawn, calicos, crepes. Yeah, I don't exactly have any plans for any of these patterns yet, but I picked them up. They're on sale because I like them. This one I had eyeballed like, I don't know, a few months ago, decided not to get it, saw it again, like I had to have it. Why didn't I get it before? This is Vogue 5184. This is a Tracy Reese pattern. I tend to really like Tracy Reese designs for Vogue. So yes, it is a lined knit dress, and they recommend knit jacquard, rayon spandex, cotton spandex. So you can see here, it's kind of got an asymmetrical neckline. There's some pleating right here. There is a side zip. So I think you're probably going to want more of stable knits. You're not going to want really loose knits. And keep in mind, it is a lined knit garment. So yeah, this zipper is invisible, but I think it's really cute, and I think I need to find a textured or a jacquard knit for this. I think it looks good and sort of what they have already. And then the next one is another Vogue 1554. It's an Isaac Mizrahi pattern, and it is, well, I think it's cute. It's a dress. Clearly it's a dress, and it's got some color blocking going on here. You've got a yoke up here, waist tie. I love the fact that they used a lace right here. I'm going to do something similar. And then you've got the black fabric again, tie it all together. But you can see here, it's like, I'm going to say trapeze dress. Maybe that is the right term. Maybe it's not. But they call it semi-fitted. Now, if you look at this, you're like, that's not fitted. Well, when you tie the, when you put the tie on, then it becomes, I guess, fitted. But yeah. So again, it's got that yoke, a lower band, two lower bands there for fabric. And I just think there's just so much you can do to be creative with fabrics with this one. So I had to get it. Let's look at the Simply Sewing magazine that I received. So with each issue, you get 3 free patterns. I say free, you pay for them, but it comes with 3 patterns. Let's go ahead and just look at the patterns first, and then I'll just kind of flip through this magazine so you can see what it's like. If you haven't had the chance to see a Simply Sewing magazine before. So we have first the Mayfair Dress, and it's a pattern by Nina Lee. Now Nina Lee is an independent pattern maker. I haven't actually used any of her patterns before, but I will link her website below. Check it out. So this is obviously a dress. You've got dress A, dress B. You can have short sleeves, long sleeve. So there's a maxi option, a knee length option. And you can see the detail here, how it kind of pleats or right there in the center front. And this dress calls for, what kind of fabric do we want? It's a knit fabric. Oh, that's great. Well, I'm really into knits. So knits with 25% crosswise struts and some drapes. So viscose or rayons, they're going to be great. You can even use a stretch velvet, it says here. And so yes, Nina Chang is the founder and designer at independent pattern label Nina Lee. So again, I'll link that below. I think, you know, the patterns that this magazine comes with, pretty hit and miss, but this one I'm quite liking, so I think that I will make this one up. And so the next pattern is the Lauren blouse from DG Patterns. I have never heard of DG Patterns before. This is a nice blouse pattern with a tie neck detail. It's got a gathered sleeve there, probably do that with the elastic, but it's a great blouse for the summer. So Daniela Gutierrez Diaz, hopefully I said her last name right. So she learned pattern drafting from her father, who's a tailor. That's really cool. And she sells her designs at dgpatterns.com. So I will have to check her out after this video. Yeah, so that's the Lauren blouse. And then I have a Margot bag. So I find that I usually always get a bag pattern with my magazine, and that's fine. Okay, so it's this little cute bag, learn bag making skills, Houndy outer pocket for easy storage, very cool. This is an exclusive design by Lisa Lamb. Stock up on bag making supplies at u-handbag.com. I'll link all these designers' websites below, so don't you worry about that. So those are the patterns I got in this issue. And let's just do a flip through so you can see what this magazine is all about. So here's the dress by Nina Lee on the front cover. The theme, I guess, is full bloom, beautiful fabrics, vibrant prints, and relaxed silhouettes. Super cool. Yeah, all right. I'm just gonna go through and stop if I see something interesting. But so there's the designers that we saw with our patterns. Inspiration. That's cool. Okay. Oh. TV sewing expert, Simply Sewing columnist John Scott shares his highlights from this year's fantastic series, The Great British Sewing Bee. If you haven't seen The Great British Sewing Bee, I highly suggest it. It's kind of like, I don't want to say Project Runway, because this is only for home sewists, and I really like it because I can relate more to the British Sewing Bee rather than like Project Runway. Even though I like Project Runway, but I really love the Great British Sewing Bee, but it can be very hard to find if you're over here in the States. So if you know a great place to find the Great British Sewing Bee, let me know. It's not on Netflix, which is super sad. So there's that dress, the Mayfair dress. I think I'm really liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So, especially in this blue, wow, that's my favorite color. So, bathing suits, tips and tricks. Ooh, these look like fabrics that I don't like to work with. Nope. These are like costumey, like cosplay or costume fabrics, which can be really tricky to work with and make me want to chew glass, pull my hair out, whatever you want. Little bags, that's cute. Bags can be super fun to make. That's a caftan right here. Sunglass case. Beach towel with trim. Here's the Lauren blouse that we were just talking about. Oops, did I miss? Okay, we don't want that. Oh, London, that's cool. Shopping for fabric in London. Now, I did go to school in London, and I wasn't sewing at that time, and wish I was, because then I would have benefit from the really cool fabric stores that are in London. Okay. Oh, yes, and of course, London is great for museums, and they have a sewing machine museum. The Victoria and Albert Museum is great. The Fashion and Textile Museum, which was started by Zandra Rhodes. So if you ever make it to London, you're going to love it. There's a lot to see over there. Yeah. So you can see they give some step-by-step instructions for, oh, this is a patternless dress that you can make. It'll tell you how to make it without a pattern. Okay. Kind of interesting. Skirt. So this skirt is in Named Clothing's new capsule wardrobe, Building the Pattern. I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to check that out. Learning something along with you guys. All right, workshop. Set in sleeves, okay. Tells you how to set in a sleeve. Here is what looks like a yoga mat carrier thing. Little cushion. Tells you how to make a cushion. Wrap your sewing tools. Little bed. Lots of projects in this magazine. Oh, look. It's a fluffy lion. How cute is that? I have never made a stuffed animal or any toy, have you? This is cute. Little silverware holder. Got some templates in here. Oh, templates. Oh, okay, it has templates for the little bear. That's really cool. Some sewing tool guide. Information on how to measure yourself, how to use a pattern, markings, machine needles, all about like the kinds and sizes you'd want to use for different fabrics, how to choose and buy fabrics, how to finish seams, a lot of great info in here. And then a glossary, whoops, and then, oh my gosh, how to hand stitch, which I don't know about you, but I do not like hand stitching at all. So yeah, so that's the Simply Sewing magazine. Okay, so here is the book I bought. It's called Fast Fit, Easy Pattern Alterations for Every Figure. This is by Sandra Betzina, host of HGTV's So Perfect. I've heard of Sandra, but I've actually not seen that show before. So I bought this fit book because, like I said, I need another fit book. I'm not quite sure about that. I think sometimes you can get information overload and just confuse yourself even more, but I call myself a collector, so here's another fit book. So let's just flip through it. I just got this yesterday. I haven't had time to sit down and really look and see how things are, so we're just going to kind of flip through and see what it looks like together. Now, if you are interested in a particular fitting problem and you want to know if this book addresses it, let me know. I'll be happy to check it out for you and see what we've got. But I'm liking the way the book looks, you know. I have to read and see if how the actual solutions are laid out and see if they make sense or apply some of these techniques. Rounded back, I definitely have. I have a sway back too. I have an uneven shoulder. I have a lot of issues that make fitting my back really difficult and discourage me. So tight armhole, sleeve ease. So see, I think it looks pretty good so far. But let me spend some time with it and I can get back to you if you're interested in what I think. But so far, it looks good. Don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, so that's all I have for this Friday Sews. I will see you next week, and I should hopefully have a new finished garment to share with you. You can always find me on Instagram at SoCal_socialite. I don't even know my own handle. And I will see you next time. Thanks.